Speaking of breeding, let's go on to the next mission.
Hell yeah. Next mission. Let's go.
Alice, this is Jerome. Isabel and I are making our approach on the
That thing looks like a
banish base
weird
beneath the carrier.
starfish.
Roger that, Jerome.
Technically, that's
Yeah.
what starfish
My team
look
is
like.
standing by and ready to roll on
Weird
your
starfish
say-so.
eating a
Good to
sun.
hear. Once the carrier shield is
I mean,
down,
if
So you
Starfish
remember
is-
one of the opening cutscenes when Red Team gets their shit rocked by Atriox and all of the brutes?
Good luck.
Oh yeah.
That's because they were unprepared. Also because Atriox was there.
Aatrox is a big
Yeah,
guy.
if only they had a Turian there, John.
We're
Nope.
approaching LZ for the grab lift now.
But I think it's either the cutscene for this, the end cutscene for this mission, it quickly reestablishes the pecking order among Spartans. And
I like
Covenant.
how you can tease Garrus about his nickname.
Sniper team. This is
Archangel?
Yeah, Archangel. You can fucking
Oh, yeah.
tease him about it.
Yeah, 'cause that was his alias between 1 and 2. And
You know,
then,
when he
Wait,
was killing all the
mission?
when he's killing all the fucking
Blue Sun or whatever, the mercenaries.
he's killing all the mercenaries and shit.
How were these units not available like near the beginning? These are my kind of units, snipers. Look at them.
Yep.
You're like, really, Garrus? You couldn't have thought of a fucking better name? And he's like, shut up.
I like that interaction because you're like, I'm pretty sure you put a couple holes in me too.
Yeah.
He's like, trust me, Shepard. If I wanted to kill you, you would have been dead. I just had to make it convincing. And you're like, yeah, that's fair.
You have such good interactions with him. Like, I think it's in 3. You go up, like you fly up on one of the buildings in the Citadel, and you're just throwing bottles.
Oh
each
yeah,
other,
yeah.
And basically
then-
doing skeet shooting with the bottles.
Mm-hmm.
You can miss on purpose and let him win. He's like, oh, fuck off.
Oh, cloak mines. Okay. Oh, that's what I've been doing. Okay.
I never let him win either. He's like, let's keep going until one of us missed. You're like, eh.
Which we can only be targeted once revealed.
On my way. Getting them in my sights. Sure thing.
It's like, just remember who the commander is. Garrus.
Me.
I'm out of here. Moving out. On maneuvers. Moving.
Let's go this way a little bit.
I'm on it. Don't have to tell me twice.
You should watch The Adventures of Red Shepherd, John.
Making tracks.
Is it somebody did like a
Please
full
don't.
renegade?
Oh,
or
it does.
something?
Thank you. That's awesome.
Lining up.
It is,
I'm out of here. I'm going.
I believe, Mass
Oh my
Effect
god,
1
this is so cheeky.
Got it.
and 3. Wooly lets Reggie play.
On maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 3.
Got it. Moving out.
And
On it.
basically, he names him Red Shepherd.
Moving.
And I think he does a
I'm on
couple
it.
renegade actions, but he's mostly
Got it.
blue. He's mostly
Yes, sir.
Pargon.
Going for a walk.
But also, he accidentally locks
On my
himself
way.
into a gay
On
relationship.
maneuvers.
He loves it.
Moving.
In 3,
On it.
he played around too much with the romance options
5 by 5. Making
and ended up locking himself into a gay relationship. Pretty
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Oh, it's so
okay,
funny.
cool, I can.
Just call me the fixer.
And then 2,
Just call me the
Mass
fixer.
Effect 2, Wooly plays
Damn
Femchef,
straight.
and
10-4.
his name is Blue,
I'm on it.
Gotta
Blue
do that
Shepherd,
Moving.
and he does renegade
Going, taking a
actions.
stroll. Ain't a problem.
Well, that was Quinn.
I thought it was pretty good.
Over. I'm gonna go shoot some people in September.
Got a problem you need fixing? Seizing
God, I
the
saw
point.
Although to be fair, most of them, like I think they just kind of are playing it by ear.
Speeding this up.
Not all. They don't go pure renegade or pure paragon, but they make reasonable decisions.
A reasonable decision would be to not play the game. Oh. Anyway.
Wow. Wow.
Should be.
Then I guess you're unreasonable because you're definitely playing it.
I am unreasonable. Have you seen me?
I have.
Going for a walk.
He is pretty unreasonable, yeah.
Moving.
I was gonna be mean.
On my way.
Had stopped you
I'm
before.
on it. Moving out.
No, it stopped me
sir.
now.
Got
It
it.
stopped me now.
Is it because you're being
How-
recorded?
On it.
No, it was
Maybe.
that was like slightly too
On my
far.
way. Moving out.
just slightly too
On
far.
maneuvers.
This is so
Got it.
cheeky. Did they just fucking run and gun snipers?
Power ready.
On the run.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go for a walk.
My favorite kind of sniping, run and gun.
So on.
It's funny because the snipers that they use,
On the run.
they're not Spartans. They shouldn't be able to do that.
Nope.
Moving out.
There they are
I'm
anyway.
going. I'm out of here.
Blasting the holes
Like-
into
I'm on it.
anything that exists.
Seeing what's out there.
They're
Like, the-
Got it.
Like the SRS, whatever, the snipers that are in Halo, they're basically Beretta 50 cals. Like, you don't fire those from your shoulder.
Flaring out.
Apparently these guys.
That's how you dislocate your shoulder and get knocked on your ass.
On my way.
It's okay.
Those are
they're-
ones that you have to fucking fire prone and brace.
It's okay, John. They're going to go on lifetime medical leave once
Here
this
to
is done.
neutralize hostiles. Who do you want snuffed? Got
I
it?
suppose. I mean, like,
No
even
problem.
yeah,
Picking off targets.
advances in medical technology in Halo is fucking sound.
Let's move. Making tracks.
Like, you guys know how long, like,
Punch.
say your liver fails and you need to get a replacement organ.
My liver
No,
failed.
not my liver.
You'll be on a waiting list, you know,
Glad to
for,
have you with us.
you know,
We're going to need your eyes to spot any more
years,
surprises.
basically, sometimes,
move out.
if you're not well connected and you don't have enough money, right?
Getting going.
Whatever
It
you
is
need.
possible
All maneuvers.
that
Neutralize hostiles.
you can have a little box the size of a microwave.
On it. On my way.
You feed in your genetic information.
Getting hit by enemy infantry.
Tell the machine what kind of like organ that you need, and it will just 3D print that bitch in about 20 minutes, and then you can just
092.
staple it back into your system and be good to go.
Oh, dude, I need to show you that that video
Nice
of
move.
Got a
the
couple of trick
there's
shots
like a
I'm trying to try
black
out.
scientist doctor lady
Looking forward to
Whatever you
taking on
need.
the enemy.
I'm on
who
it.
Let's show 'em what
basically
we can do.
created a molecule or an atom
Mm-hmm.
that when targeted, like, because they were like, oh, so the main problem is that we can't
Moving out.
target cancer directly, right?
Spartan.
So
Yeah,
you know
'cause
you gotta
cancer is
get
the-
chemo and you gotta fucking kill basically your entire body to fucking kill cancer,
And then
right?
you have to do a regen.
On the move.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
she was like,
It's like
so
choosing
she
a
was like, I
respec.
created this atom or molecule or whatever, and you can target it with a laser, kind of like, you know, how cell phones as the satellite can find you in a crowd of like millions of people. They can specifically target your phone. She's like, so I applied that same idea to targeting cancer, and she's like, oh yeah, totally cured cancer. It's cured so many lab mice, and I'm like, fuck
Oh,
it,
yeah.
let's start doing it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Stick it in humans.
We're on foot. We're going
shit.
to
I'm like,
have
you
to
have.
deal with a
I don't care if
bandit
you have
between us and the
14
grass
confirmed
nest.
cases
Gotcha.
of curing
We're
lab
gonna need
mice of
support to fight
cancer
our way through to
using
the
this
left.
method.
Appreciate
That's
the help,
infinitely more people cured of cancer without horrible side effects.
Increased banished
Yeah,
combat
chemo is a fucking
over here.
bitch.
You heard
The
Isabel.
caption was
Let's
like,
make sure we're
"We
ready
must
for it.
save this woman at
We
all
lose our base,
costs."
we won't have the reinforcements to take the grav lift.
Yeah.
092 reporting.
I was like, well, now the idea's out there, so
Grabbing
unfortunately,
some resources.
Can't stop the signal.
right?
Fucking shit. That would have that
Jackrabbit can.
That would be very- that process would be very useful.
It was. Oh, I get. Oh, okay. So I get barracks and supply pads. Interesting.
I know at least 2 people off the top of my head that would have greatly benefited from that.
Supply
That type of
I was gonna say my grandpa would have.
Get me
He,
right.
I know
I'll
3
do the
people
rest.
off the top of my head that would have greatly.
I was gonna say
Benefited
he
from
died.
the-
He died of cancer.
Yeah, so did my grandma. Well, actually, technically, grandma died of starvation. But it was the cancer that basically did the trick.
It was the cancer that drove her into the depression that made her starve.
Well, no, it's because she had cancer developed in her
Oh,
upper
yeah, yeah.
at the bottom of her stomach, so she physically couldn't eat food. It would digest in her stomach, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't actually go anywhere. So she would just puke back up.
I gotta use the old strategy of you can't fucking hit me.
And then the chemo would have killed her. The treatment to the surgery to just remove the tumor would have killed her.
Dumau.
Like
Yeah.
everything would have killed her, and at this point she was like, "All right, I'm already like 9 years old. Okay, I guess
Right.
it's time. I guess it's my time. And then she still stuck around for like 3 or 4 weeks. She was stubborn. She was a stubborn old woman.
She was like, God just won't take me yet. They've
She went down. She went down fighting.
I'm there. On my way.
Leader power ready.
Fear trying to fucking eat.
Oh, he
and
just
she
gave me that
punches
W.
the soup.
Cool, I killed a brute warlord. I was totally meaning to do that, intentional.
It's like that with that old joke. That old joke about
Joke bomb.
I think Teddy Roosevelt.
Catching up.
Because he died in his sleep because Death knew he couldn't take him when he was awake.
They won't even
Yeah.
move. Double time.
It's the only way.
Look, man, any fucking... I know the guns weren't like they are now, but any
My bad.
president that gets fucking shot and then goes,
I'm not
Hey,
on your
asshole.
side, sir. Moving
fuck
out.
off with that shit.
Try
And then
again next
continues
time,
his,
bitch.
Yeah, and then continues his speech.
Moving to position.
He said, and I quote, "There was a bullet in me, but it takes more than that to take down a bullet."
Right.
092, moving out.
That's why he's my favorite president.
On the move.
Dude was a beast. And then him and I want to say Jefferson are two of my favorite
Yeah.
presidents. I think it's Jefferson. It was one of those old-timey presidents where, like muskets and shit were still a thing.
Where the rules were different.
Basically, some dude tried to assassinate him. So he pulled out like a flintlock pistol, aimed it at him, shot, and it either like
He said,
missed or
"Challenge
just failed to
accepted,
fire.
casuals."
And so the president had his cane and just started beating the living crap out of him and had to be restrained. He had to be restrained by his own servants.
Hell
Right
yeah.
out of here. Let's take it, Marines.
Get it going.
It's like, oh, you want to go? Okay, just start beating the crap out of him with a stick. And then everyone's like, no, Mr. President,
And
no,
then
we
as they're pulling him off, he's like, next time bring your A game, bitch.
yeah, next time you better not miss.
I'm there.
Oh, you
Next
just
time, make
better
it
kill
count.
me.
Moving out.
Right.
You should have gone for the head. Just beating the crap out of him and had to be restrained by his own men. They're like, no, we still need to like arrest him and charge him.
Infantry
Should have
level
gone for
1
the
reset.
head as he snaps his fingers.
Let's show them what we can do. Make my way.
Good old
Yeah.
President Thomas
Moving to
Thanos
position.
Jefferson.
Contacts. 09.
Leader point burned.
She didn't know that was his middle name.
It won't be a problem.
Theodore Black Belt Johnson.
Ready, jarheads? Here to neutralize hostiles. They're going down. On maneuvers. Who do you want stuffed? I'm on it. Moving.
Why'd you vote for him? I didn't want to get put in the armbar
Forward to
again.
it.
092 reporting, sir.
Leader
Welcome to
power
the
ready.
firing line. It'll become your
Ready
grave.
for duty.
Captain, we're approaching. Taking fire. Need support ASAP.
You got it.
Man, if I had to choose like a way to go out, firing squad wouldn't be that
Our
bad.
allies are attacking
Yeah.
the enemy base.
Marines reporting for duty.
I know I definitely don't want lethal injection.
Making tracks. Hoorah!
092 reporting, sir.
Land behind the firing line, will you? This will show you!
Sir, our troops are ready to go.
Grenade!
5x5.
That's not gonna
Electric
go
chair would suck too. I don't think I'd like electric chair.
Good weather for
well.
hunting.
When I lose one.
Our allies are attacking the enemy base.
Definitely too much can go wrong with electric chair and lethal injection.
Return of the
Okay,
Blue.
so it turns out it wasn't Thomas Jefferson. It was Andrew Jackson.
Ah yes, Andrew Thanos Jackson.
It was a dude tried to kill him. Jackson was attending a funeral. He left the funeral. A dude named Lawrence stepped out from behind a pillar he was hiding behind, pointed a gun at him from around 13 feet away, and pulled the trigger. The firearm went off, but the bullet didn't leave the chamber, so it failed. And he dropped his first pistol, threw a second one, and shot at him again. That one also, the bullet failed to exit because Jackson was a few feet away because he was charging towards his potential his assailant and just beat the shit out of him with a cane. And then
Hell
other
yeah.
people helps to do it.
Our allies are
awesome.
Yeah, some reports even state that Jackson had to ultimately be pulled away from Lawrence as he continued to beat him, even when Lawrence was down and completely sentenced. He just
Now, to be
beat
fair-
the jet out.
To be fair, a guy named Lawrence has nothing that he should be doing anywhere around being an assassin.
It was, his name was Richard Lawrence. He was a painter.
Ah, yes, Dick Lawrence.
He was also crazy because he believed himself to be King Richard III of England.
Clear.
Jerome,
You know, I'm
let's get
starting
that
to
grab
notice a
list before I
pattern
have second
between
thoughts.
dudes that are
Leader
like
power ready.
mediocre artists and going a little bit crazy with power.
Sounds like they need the professionals.
Another like
Yeah.
assassination
Those slaves are
attempt
still
that
active around
actually
the grab
stuck
lift, Jerome.
uh,
We're gonna need some heavy armor to
was
destroy them.
That's what Alice is here for. 130
it was President William McKinley. He was shot by an anarchist. He didn't die directly from the bullet, but he died from an infection caused by the bullet about a week later because people were fucking around, on
See,
improper sanitization, factors or whatever.
yeah, you know what
But,
sucks? We have presidents that are like that, and then
And
we
then
have
we-
presidents like fucking Taft who get stuck in the fucking bathtub.
Yeah.
President. Yeah, President Taft. He was so fat he got stuck in the fucking presidential bathtub in
shit,
the White
hello.
House.
And his Secret Service had to basically haul his ass out because he was so fat he needed help.
They're like, we gotta butter him up. Fuck.
Yeah, but McKinley, he was shot. He was shot twice. But basically,
Gonna live with
he
that.
stopped the mob from tearing apart the assassin because he was like shot. And then like a mob of people were like, "Oh no, Mr. President got shot. We're gonna f that guy up." And he was like, "No, wait. He deserves his day in court." Or he said something, or basically like held the
Deserves a
bomb.
day in court. Ah,
He was like, "I'm shot and dying, but don't treat him the way I'm about to be treated in like 2 minutes, basically." And like he convinced the mob to not kill the man who just killed him. Personally, I would have taken the Jackson round and be like, "Kill that motherfucker!"
John would have took exception to that.
I definitely would have.
Leader power ready.
Let's go.
He's been plotting my death slowly over the
All
course of
systems
years.
checked and calibrated.
Jackson was shot. This angered him greatly.
Turret
He'll
constructed.
remember this.
It's like a telltale
Actually,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Jackson
remember
will
this.
God, he will remember that.
He remembers you calling him a bitch. He remembers that.
What's my target, sir? I'll make short
God.
and I'll make them disappear.
I remember when those memes were big.
I remember back in the
Yeah.
day.
Level 1 researched. Leader power ready.
The Walking Dead one was big. What's the gal's name? The little girl's name from the Walking Dead one.
Clementine.
Yeah,
Clementine
Clementine will remember this.
doesn't
Leader
remember
power
this.
Ready.
Oh, she remembered it.
All systems
Immediately
checked and
forgets
calibrated.
everything.
Right.
Neutralize hostiles.
Alzheimer's a bitch.
Infantry
I still need to
level
play
2 researched.
The Last of Us Part 2.
On the move. Enemy spotted. Look sharp. Moving to
I'm
position.
gonna give it another probably year or so.
Moving forward to it.
On the way. Engaging the enemy.
Get all the backlash for not playing not playing Last of Us Part 2.
I mean, if anything,
There, sir.
you would get backlash for playing.
Would I?
I don't know.
Apparently,
I'd get more backlash for playing Hogwarts. I haven't played it.
Enemy warlord.
Alright, that's 2 warlords. Again, not intentionally even going for to kill them, but I do kill them.
I don't know. I think I'm too good at separating
Hearing you loud and clear. Making traffic.
the art from the artist.
yeah, the art from the artist.
I'm assuming there's something going on that I don't know about.
Hogwarts Legacy. The
Oh, that whole fucking
Yeah.
thing, yeah. Well, that's-
yeah, that whole mess with the author.
They have cloaking devices? When did you get this?
Damn
I
straight.
have a
On my
few
way.
people that I'm
My
friends
orders,
with
sir.
that I have seen literally post.
Need someone
If
taking
any
out.
of my friends play Hogwarts Legacy, you can just unfriend me. And I was like, that's a little harsh. Like,
How long does stealth last for?
like really over a game. Like, I don't even think J.K. Rowling gets any of the money from
got a problem, you
I mean,
She does.
I'm pretty sure she does, just because it's
Does
you know,
she just
Harry,
passively?
Yes,
the Harry Potter like IP or whatever. But like she had, as far as I was aware, she had nothing really to do with the game itself, aside
She
from
hasn't had anything to do with a lot of
licensing.
it.
Yeah, like aside from just licensing out the property to whatever company made Hogwarts Legacy, she basically had nothing to do with it, as far as I was
On the
aware.
double.
I am
And
Hogwarts.
realistically, who gives a shit about her fucking opinion?
Shut up,
Yeah,
guys, it's right.
She's one fucking person. Like,
The books themselves are good. Like they're very good
They're
young
decent.
adult / like children, like, you know, kids' first foray into
if you take
like-
them at their face value, they're fine.
yeah.
If you
It's
start
only
going into some of the other stupid shit that J.K. Rowling said. Yeah,
it's only when you get into like
Yeah.
you actually like push
Ignore
at
the
the
crazy
edges of.
person.
I mean, not only that, but like once you push at the edges of the actual setting itself, everything just fucking falls
To be
apart.
fair,
Yeah.
taking someone's face sounds terrifying.
It's like Hogwarts is supposed
No.
to be all of like the UK. You know, it's the one wizarding school for all of the UK.
Yeah.
And then I forget how, I think it was like 1 in every like 1,000 or 10,000 people has magic. And then not everyone who has magic actually goes to
Yeah,
Hogwarts.
even
Because
goes
a lot
to
of
the school. Yeah.
a lot of people are just home taught, and that's fine or whatever. And then you
Yeah, I
add into that fact several generations of wizard wards that killed off a
Yeah.
sizable portion of the wizarding population. There's a reason why there's not very many people at Hogwarts compared to how many fucking people are in the UK. And then she's like, oh yes, there's one school for Southeast Asia. There's one school for that teaches all of the wizards and witches from India, China, the Koreas, and Vietnam, and all of those fucking places in East Asia.
They're not called witches and warlocks at the Asian school. They're called ninjas and kunoichi.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Under one big banner of the Shinobi Wizarding School.
Yeah, but it's like Hogwarts has like
Yeah.
10 people or 10 maybe 20 kids per year per house. So there's like maybe 200 or 300. There's like 200 or 300 kids at that school.
They're
Like
all
total.
doing Naruto hand signs.
But
Oh,
like
that's
the
awesome.
Asia one, using the ratio that she herself like presented for like Muggles to
Yeah.
magical, and magical who would actually attend school, there would be like 5 million students at that one singular school in fucking Asia. It's hilarious. It's like, no, you can't have one singular fucking university for 70% of the world's population. That shit doesn't work.
She said, "Bitch, watch me."
I drop a turret on the front door. What they gonna do about it?
And then the American school, like, they're like, oh yes, it was made like 100 years ago.
I am your gods.
And the kids don't get to take their wands home from school. Their wands stay locked up at school.
Yeah, they gotta stay locked up.
Keep them in the
Too many fucking drive-bys at the U.S. school.
Yeah, too many school spellings.
Yeah.
On the double.
Too many Slytherins turned into school shooters.
Fucking A.
calm the fuck down.
Jesus Christ.
It is not my fault she decided to have
Everybody.
6 generations be the bad guy from one fucking house. It's like 2 generations of Wizard Hitler. At that point, you should be like, all right, why is this house allowed to exist? Why do we keep on funneling the purebloods with racial supremacy issues into one house and letting them all hang out together?
Yo,
They're
this
the
is a bad
best
idea. Like,
friends,
literally,
bunch
the
of people
sorting
share
hat should just say,
each other.
yeah, they can't go to school.
Racist.
Or at least like
They're
split
gonna
them
have
up.
to be. They're gonna have to be home.
My target is down.
It's like, all right, Malfoy, you're going to Ravenclaw. Crabbe and Goyle, you guys can go
Crab
Hufflepuff.
and
know what?
Goyle.
He
Yeah.
probably
Crab and Goyle.
would have did all right in Ravenclaw.
These names
Yeah,
suck.
I mean, He was a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, that's where all the smart ones go.
Get me in range
Yeah.
and I'll do the rest.
It's Gryffindor, the protagonist, Slytherin, the bad guys,
Any enemies
Ravenclaw,
walking around over here?
smart guys, Hufflepuff, everyone else.
Okay, cool. I chose the...
Lot doesn't care about you.
Yo, I don't give a shit. Neville Longbottom's the greatest.
Oh, he is pretty great.
What are my orders, sir? Acquiring targets.
And
I mean,
goddamn, that
When the
isn't
Golden
it
Trio
annoying-
fucked up
Isn't
for
it
certain-
annoying, John, that like we were goofy kids just like the kid who plays Neville, but that dude grew up and now he's hot.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
no, he's
I'm
hot!
fucking mad at puberty, bro.
he's fucking hot. It's hilarious.
It's annoying. I don't like
he's,
it.
he's super attractive and I'm not.
He did a model
I'm
shoot
mid.
for a magazine, and Rawlings like, God damn it, Neville's actor. Why'd you grow up so hot?
He wasn't supposed to be like this.
You were supposed to be the chosen
I
one.
mean, Actually, I mean, technically, Neville could have been the chosen one. Harry could have lit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking fan theories on why he was the actual fucking chosen one.
I don't know, is it because
I mean,
he
he
did
did-
revenge
he
fuck
did-
his best friend's sister?
He did pull the Gryffindor sword out of the sorting hat and
Yeah.
kill the fucking Horcrux.
Yeah.
Plus, when the Golden
Fucking
Trio
champion.
fucked off for their 7th year to go, camping for the entire school year while
Right.
running from Death Eaters, he was the one who gathered all the people and led basically the resistance in Hogwarts after Wizard Hitler took over.
He's the real.
Yep.
He's the real hero to me.
I miss Wizard
Neville-
Hitler. Huh.
Neville was a beast. But in all honesty, he literally could have been the
chosen one,
chosen.
yeah.
Yeah, he could have been the chosen one because it was literally him based off of the prophecy qualifications.
Yeah,
He was-
he had a lot of the same qualifications as Harry
He
did.
he had all of them. He had every single qualification.
He had
The
all
one
the koalas.
qualification that he didn't have is that he was a pureblood. Because Harry was a or a fucking
Yeah.
mudblood or whatever the fuck.
Smuggle blood.
And for whatever reason, because Voldemort was also a half-blood, he's like, because I am a slave to like thematical, dramatic irony, my true enemy can't be a true blood because I love the true bloods and they'll all be on my side. So clearly, the one who will destroy me is one who's just like me, and that means it's the fucking Potters.
Right.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Ironically enough, that exact reason is why Snape hates Neville so much.
Yeah.
It's like, why the fuck does this teacher bully this one kid
Another thing,
so fucking
Harry's
hard?
dad was an arrogant dick.
Yeah,
It seems like
Oh,
it
yeah.
based on the movie that he's actually in.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
a fucking dick bag. I was like, wow, really?
he was a jock and he was a troublemaker.
Yep.
The difference between his is like, oh yeah, Harry's dad was a dick. He was a bad person as well. He also tried to fist fight Voldemort and sacrifice himself to buy the woman he loves and the child he had more time to try to fucking
Look,
escape.
it's his,
He
it's
put
his
up his-
one,
As a
it's
general
his
rule
one
of-
redeeming quality, and fuck that. You don't get off just because of one final
Well,
act.
The issue is it's sort of like an unreliable narrator. Snape's like, oh yes, James Potter was an asshole, and then like everybody else who was around at that time, like in their class, like Lupin, basically all the other people were like, yeah, no, Snape was a fucking. He would kill like animals with magic for fun.
Oh yeah.
He invented a silent spell that cuts people up and requires them to have serious life-saving surgeries in order to not fucking die.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Snape wasn't an asshole.
Snape gave
an
as good as
asshole,
he Snape gave as good as he got. Like, they were both just kind of assholes. The difference is James calmed the fuck down
Right.
Location confirmed.
because Lily was like, "Yo, you're getting out of fucking hand. Sure, this guy was my friend, but he's an asshole. But you need to chill." And James was like, "All right."
Yo, bro, you're out of pocket.
On God.
He calmed
God.
down and like redeemed himself. Snape doubled and tripled down
Give
and
me a target and I'll make them disappear.
he joined the
How did we get from Halo to Mass Effect to Hogwarts Legacy.
Controversial games.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is technically controversial.
I think my favorite thing about the whole Snape thing is like everyone's like, oh my god, Snape was so cool. He was actually on Dumbledore's side the entire time.
He has the big PP.
As he was a triple agent. It's like, no, he was obsessed with a chick, made a deal with Wizard Hitler,
As is
for
tradition.
Wizard Hitler to kill the husband of the chick he was obsessed with and their child so that she would stay alive so that he could have her. And only flipped sides after she died because lo and behold, she decided to protect the child that she loved after the man she loved and was married to and had that kid with also died. Like, no. And then when they were still in high school, he joined the Hitler Youth, and she's like, dude, Snape, you need to chill. Those guys are bad guys. And he's like, shut up, mudblood.
He's like, no, you.
Like joining the Hitler Youth and then calling, somebody an unsavory slur. And it's like, actually, I didn't mean it for you. I was just so mad. All the other guys are mudbloods, but you're special.
It would have been awesome if secretly Dumbledore was just super fucking small under that robe.
Ah, that'd be hilarious.
And if he just fucking sick, he just whips the robe off and he's just bumping shit.
Be like a King Boomy situation from fucking Avatar.
I think about that with like Gandalf too. I'm like, what if they were just secretly buff under those baggy robes?
Albus
They just look
Dumbledore.
like, they just look like fucking weak-ass old men.
Hermione.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Then they King Boomy and stand at their full height.
take the robes off, and he's fucking 230 of raw, just cut muscle.
And you're just like, man, that robe was heavy as shit. Fucking hurts my back when I wear that.
I mean, in all fairness to Dumbledore, I mean, not Dumbledore, he's an old man. But Gandalf is a fucking archangel who also fights with a sword against, like...
That boy got legs. He has to have legs. He be walking everywhere.
This is a weird... I get it. Fuck off. He's invisible.
I was gonna say he's invisible. Don't you love invisibility? Invisibility?
I don't give a shit if he's invisible. I just want to fucking not sit there and wait.
Yeah, plus cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He didn't do too much wizard shit, but
He wasn't allowed. He wasn't allowed to.
that's fair.
This is totally wizard.
He was sent down to Middle Earth by God. And it was like, all right, you can't interfere.
On God.
On God.
You can do little stuff. You can do little stuff that affects things on like the immediate local scale, lightly. You can nudge things in certain directions using magic, but you can't do things like change the entire geography of a whole ass fucking continent because that's what you're capable of.
So instead,
This is like two dogs barking at each other.
No,
The only difference is that they all have fucking guns.
Well, I mean, because he did a little he did a lot of traveling.
All the people in the Shire are all like, oh man, I hope Gandalf shows up with those sick fucking fireworks.
That kooky old Gandalf character always traveling and smoking pipe weed and making fireworks. Last time he showed up
and smoking weed.
The first time he showed up, he basically shanghaied a Baggins, a proper noble family, into adventure. And then when
I kidnapped the fuck out of those kids.
Those Baggins never turned out right. And he's like,
Welcome to
dude,
life.
I'm actually a high-ranking demigod. Like, there are 3 ranks above me until you get to the actual creator of everything.
Right.
It's like, I'm just here to smoke tobacco and make fireworks and hang out.
He did a lot of affecting. He did a lot of affecting for not being allowed to affect shit.
Well, like, he couldn't, like, flex his magical power, but he could offer, like, guidance.
Well, that's not where I wanted you to go.
Shit.
And also, he should have known a lot more about, like, the fucking, like, Saruman and shit.
Yeah.
He definitely should have been like, oh, fuck that. Yeah, that guy's fucking evil as shit.
Well, I mean, Saruman was one of his fellow wizards. So there were 7 that were sent to Middle Earth
This is Douglas.
to deal with like Sauron and all that shit, like you know the agents of Morgoth.
Yeah.
And it was Gandalf, Saruman, Radagast.
You ready?
Radagast
And
is
then-
cool.
I'll ever be.
Yeah, Radagast was pretty cool. I think
Radagast the Brown.
How pissed do you think you
I
have to be
think-
to be sit there as a on-spot defense area, and then all of a sudden you're like everything is good, and then you just get railed with rockets.
This is the rebalancing of the scale that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
How Red Team got their shit rocked by Atriox in his brutes.
Now he's shit rocking
And now
elites.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, I've just never had Spartan ringside seats before.
Let's get to work. Our entrance wasn't
Just one dude clears out a fucking command deck of fucking
I
elites.
just need to find.
But yeah, no, 'cause it was Gandalf, Radagast, and Saruman, and 4 other
And now that it's blue, it is mine.
4 other wizards. I think it was 2 other browns and 2 blues.
Starting now.
Were all sent to Middle Earth to like watch and basically like offer guidance. It's like 2 of the blues went east.
I left without you.
One of the other browns went like I think like south, and then the Radagast, Gandalf, and Saruman
And this was the
just kinda
day
hung out
Digimon
and-
were made.
in like Middle Earth proper. The only problem is it's 3 fucking wizards for a continent the size of like Europe.
Oh, I
Like
get
The
it.
Blue Wizards. The Blue Wizards went east.
Spin
Yeah,
to win.
they went to like Rune,
Yeah.
the basically Middle Earth, like Middle East area, and all that stuff. And I think they ended up falling.
There's only 5 of them.
Oh, there were 5.
Yeah, there's 5.
So, some reason I thought
Gandalf,
there were 7.
Saruman, Radagast, and the 2.
If I put the
Oh
ball
yeah, the
with
two
ball,
blues. Okay. Yeah. There was, for some reason I thought there was another brown or 2. Well, anyways, yeah, they but like there's Middle Earth is fucking huge, so they all just kind of like spread out into their own thing. That's why Gandalf and Saruman hadn't really talked in fucking centuries, basically. They were off doing their own thing.
activate the sentinel lines.
And then if I
Oh,
remember correctly,
shit.
Saruman was the sort of leader of the whole group. Like
Yeah, he was the White Wizard.
Yeah,
The White Wizard was the highest ranking.
So whatever he was doing, Gandalf was like, well, clearly he's the boss, so I'm not gonna like pry too deep. And then
Right.
when you prise too deep, it's already too late.
Yeah, he's
Saruman's like- It's like, surprise, I'm working for Satan.
surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, I remember this.
Told some lies, motherfucker.
This is when they do this just fucking.
Serve the eye, motherfucker.
Serve the eye, motherfucker.
The sentinels just do fucking kamikaze.
Yeah, the drones.
Oh, you thought of that all yourself too. I'm so proud.
Right on, literally on the spot.
I'm so proud. Serve the
Thank
eye,
you.
motherfucker.
I'm proud of myself.
You should post that somewhere. Like fucking go to 4chan immediately. Make that meme. Fucking bringing it back. Created here on this no-name channel.
Hey, it has a name.
It has a name. Ah, that was so good. I'm sorry, Kay. I did that joke at your expense.
Yeah, you were gonna do it one way or another.
I do it like every few episodes.
This is kind of one of the
I'm
coolest.
like
This is one of the
bashing-
coolest things the Sentinels have ever done. They just cut a ship in half by just flying.
Yeah.
I'm like bashing your viewership or I'm fucking talking shit.
Which is funny to say because this is gonna be the last line of the videos that are gonna be released out for the fucking Halo content I'm doing.
Yeah, I hope people watch it. I really do.
Me too.
I hope.
It'd be great.
I mean, I got to look at some of your edited stuff. It looks pretty good.
I'm glad I'm making progress. I don't feel like I'm doing good, but I feel like oh look, they're just spilling out. That's awesome.
Literally just sawing that fucker in
Yeah,
half.
no, dude,
Hell
this
yeah.
is the thing I remember. It's just like, oh yeah, there's a giant. Oh, they're like, all right, we did enough.
Our job is done.
They're straight up. They're just like, all right, pause. They're like, was
Okay,
that? They're like, was that
progress-
the core?
The progress is allowed to be slow.
Oh yeah, no, that's how YouTube works. It's slow as heck unless you make some really baller content. I wasn't expected to make any baller content for a while.
What are you talking about? All of our content's baller as shit.
Isabel.
Although John's the real MVP with that Serve the Eye fucking show.
Serve the eye, motherfucker.
I won't get over that for like a while now. John, that's my new favorite thing that you've done.
Nice.
The grav lift.
My old favorite thing is gonna be my second favorite thing that you've done.
What was my old favorite, or what was your old favorite thing?
I
that
told you
did?
earlier. The time you interrupted Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone enjoy the Discord call? That I'm thinking about that just now.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that at all. I didn't hear anybody.
No, we're in the recording, so no one will be able to hop in. I'm just saying, is anybody there?
Exit full screen.
Oh,
no.
No? Okay, fine then.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure me and Brett have both been in full screen for the entirety of this.
That's fine, I've been stuck in full screen as well.
But there was no messages pop up in the text channel, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
Take it from the humans. Prove you are still worth your price.
What
So
is the
flick back.
currency?
I don't know. Covenant doubloons?
You're a balloon.
Energy credits, maybe?
I got a gold!